So we know exactly where in the field, if we come back, we dug last time. Now this provides a record for future generations who may work on the site. They'll have everything we've found and they will then be able to plot other places to dig. If technology is better, they may be able to do more work without disturbing the ground.
Right, tomorrow this trench 1, we've cleaned it up, cleaned that section. Tomorrow we're going to clean this near section. We'll then photograph it as it is now at the moment without any marks on it, so we can see the different layers and different fills. Following that, once we've photographed it, we'll fill out context sheets for the various layers and put in labels where necessary. We'll then be photographed again. Once all the photographing has been done, we'll set up and we'll draw each of the two sections on a plan of, I don't know, 1 to 10 or 1 to 20. Well, not decided yet, but it'll be a scale drawing of those sections so that we can see the various cuts of the ditch. That's trench 1 for tomorrow.
Trench 2?
Trench 2. Trench 2. Tomorrow on this one, it wants a good standard clean out, where we take all the black stuff off, all the topsoil off, and give a proper good cleaning so that we can see the various things that are happening. There's lots happening in the corner there. There's what is a natural or a normal fill for this site, but there's all sorts of things going on. You can see a sand layer there, a sandy pea gravel layer there, a level of large stones in this section, and then finally up here we've run into a darker brown level, ignoring the black stuff that's got to come off that topsoil. But tomorrow on this one we plan to give it a right good clean up, so we're right down to the archaeology, and then we're going to record this one in plan rather than section. Section is the side walls, plan is the bottom. Yeah, this trench was opened over what we thought was going to be possible field boundaries. At first we couldn't see anything, but after extending the trench, there is a possible cut there where the soils are darker, if you can see it, and it's possibly a narrow, small ditch that denotes the field boundaries. However, we can't see it in this section underneath me, and it's possible that we've cut it at an oblique angle by making it narrower than it really is. But once we clean that up, we should be able to see where it runs to and the actual lines of the cut.
Yesterday this hole had produced nothing, and we're going to fill it in, but Jim, you found something at the last minute.
We have, yes. We found a post hole this morning further down there, which we showed you, the dark area.
That's that dark patch.
Yep, and some stonework lying in and around it, which isn't normal. Now you come back through here and we've got the natural soft sand,
yes,
which we trowelled back. We've hit a band of very hard soil and stones which are rammed very hard, running across the trench.
Incredibly obvious.
Yeah.
So what could this be?
Right, well whilst we were troweling that back, we decided to clean the track back, and we found another one running next to it. Now, we're not sure quite what it is yet, but obviously it's very different, isn't it, Brian, to the natural?
Yeah, it's a very hard compact layer. On the magnetometer survey that we did, we came across a circular band which was supposedly cutting across, and it was showing a circular feature with some high magnetic anomalies.
So although this looks like a straight line, it could actually be part of a curve.
It could well be curving round, yeah, but obviously you can't see in such a narrow trench.
So what might it be?
Well, if you want to push me to it, then it could.
I'll push you.
I mean, if it's going to be a circular feature, then it could well be some form of habitation platform. This being the outside curve of the house.
Roman or pre-Roman?
That's the thing of pre-Roman and Roman. You could say pre-Roman because it's circular, but Iron Age people in Britain, even in the arrival of the Romans, still built circular houses. So it could be, but it's certainly of that. It certainly could be of that period, of the Roman period, or
so you have
to the invasion.
The local population living here, and the Romans about 100 metres up there living in sort of splendour.
It could be that, or it could be that this is obviously at a far earlier stage. This could be an early feature, and particularly with Jim, this is the area that you found a lot of your flint finds.
Yes, it is, especially on this end of the field.
And this is what's amazing about this site. It looks like it's been occupied for thousands of years.
Yes, the earliest finds we've had with some of the flints have now been dated to Neolithic, 3000 BC. We've got Bronze Age flints and we've got the Bronze Axe, and most of it seems to be at this end of the field, whereas more of the Roman artefacts are coming from over there where we've been digging. So we've got a definite split on the field.
I think it could be incredible what comes out of this field, you know.
Dr. Mike Neville came down from the university along with Norman Redhead, who's the county archaeologist.
Was that their first visit to this site?
That was their first official visit to the site once the site had been opened. Now, they had already received the drawings from us of the ditches we'd found, and there was absolutely no doubt whatsoever that we had a Roman site. The ditches were military Punic ditches, which were well recognised from other archaeological sites in the area.
Would you mind, Jim, just to hold that down? Thanks, Pat.
We've got a trench over here running along this feature. Debbie's Ditch.
Debbie's Ditch.
I like Debbie's Ditch. It's a good ditch, that. Good ditch. Which we know runs for at least 20 odd metres running that way. And then we've got this feature here. And we've got other things running that way.
Well, I presume you wanted them to verify what you already suspected.
Oh, certainly, and their evidence was damning. They were absolutely over the moon with what we'd found. Dr. Tim Strickland also came down, who's an expert on Roman archaeology, and he too verified that this was a Roman military site.
So you knew then definitely the Romans had been in Wolverton?
Definitely, we had 3 people who verified the results, and all of them experts in their own field.
That's archaeological. That's archaeological. This has certainly got features in it which could turn out being archaeological. And you're telling me now we've got archaeology in Trench 4?
Yes.
Which I'll have a look at.
The reason why you can see the big stones inside.
Yeah.
The reason why that's proud and pronounced is this is very soft and easy.
And then it becomes
Really hard and stony.
compacted. Archaeological, or is it geological?
I don't think it's geological. So.
In the time we've got left before we have to decide which trenches to close and which trenches to leave open, what can you do?
We're struggling now to record everything that we need to record by tomorrow. We've got the digger coming at 10.
Digger's coming at 10.
Now, Richard has said we can leave the 2 planting sections open. Well, certainly that one. We're going to ask him about this one.
Okay,
yeah.
But he'll be okay with these. But the deep ones obviously have to be filled.
Yeah.
But we've still got to photograph and context trench 3.
Yeah.
Got to context trench 2, and we've got to do everything with this trench in 4 hours, 4 or 5 hours.
Well, I think we'll need to leave this one open to work further at it. Right.
Well, to Richard, with regard to coming back Jan, Feb, March, whenever you need to,
Yeah.
he's fine with that. And there's a very slight possibility, if you needed, I don't know how it's going to be this year, that they would literally plough the field and seed it around us, as they have done at House.
It's an interesting option.
Yeah.
That would be very good of Richard. That's what Stag have had done to their site.
It would really help us.
Highly. Yeah. Well, we've obviously got lots of archaeology over there of whatever period, and we've got features in here. So looks to me as though we're going to have to keep this trench open so we can at least explore what's in here over the next few months.
Yeah.
Have you any thoughts at this stage of what this is?
Well, I'd like that to be a post-hole, please. But,
Right. Yes.
But it may or may not be. That I don't know. We'll have to put a section through it to find out what kind of structure that is. I don't know. What's pleasing is that it's on the geophysical survey, so we've got a feature in the ground that reflects that survey, which means the survey was not total imagination, which is not. Just have a. It's a ditch, Norman. It's a ditch.
Come on then. I'm not sure what you want me to say.
Well, it's the first time you've seen it. No.
No, well,
What do you reckon? Yes, I'd go along with
a ditch. Yes.
it's quite a clear cut.
Would you like?
It's not a simple V-shaped ditch, is it?
It's got a funny profile.
Yes, what you might call a Punic profile if it was a military ditch.
The words military and Punic never crossed my lips.